Nicki Minaj hates black people, trans children, Gene Vest, Jay-Z, broke people, Barbara Walters, Gavin Newsom, Mariah Carey, and any female who dares try to rap. But she loves Donald Trump and the assassin, J.D. Vance. Gabe, it's the day after Christmas, and I still have a little eggnog and a lot of Hennessy left. 'Tis the season for capitulation, the moving of one's body back and forth. I don't like doing this. I'd rather sit firmly in one spot. There are core pieces of my ideology that are just native to who I am, and they won't be changing. Gay rights, black rights, all animals should be eaten. Beyonce is the supreme ruler of the universe. Core things that won't change about me. Nicki Minaj cannot say the same. As you're likely aware by now, Nicki Minaj took the stage at Turning Point USA's America Fest, which I guess is a thing.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys. Dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin, J.D. Vance, our vice president.
Look, I must have been living under a liberal rock and a hard place for the past couple of years because I had zero clue who Humpty Dumpty was until he sat on a wall and had a great fall. And I gotta say, I was a better person before I knew him. No, sorry. I'm good. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I don't believe I have been changed for the better. Because I knew you, I have been changed for bad. Yeah, that guy wasn't great. I'd never seen him, never heard of him. I just remember seeing the Instagram stories, then the news, and suddenly everyone had some version of, it doesn't matter what you thought of him, that man was a father. Which seemed to be the company line. There's so much to say here. We've lost Nicki forever. And maybe you could say we never had her.
I'm a Republican voting for Mitt Romney. You lazy bitches is fucking up the economy.
That was 2012. When people show you who they are, believe them. I was served lemons, but I made lemonade. At some point, she did an interview saying, I'll just be trolling and joking and trolling. And she used that lyric as an example of her trolling and joking. But the you lazy bitches be fucking up the economy? That is such a specific right-wing talking point. We really should have leaned in. We should have corporate America'd her right there. Hey, Nicki, just want to double click right there. What did you mean by this? Nicki lost over 10 million followers overnight on Instagram, so much so that she deleted her account, I guess in an effort to stop the bleeding. Look, I'm hanging up my Barb card. I'm shredding it. Nicki, you are the most plain Jane version of a shoe-shining coon I've seen all year. And what's really challenging about this is that it doesn't seem to be a mental episode. A woman of sound mind is saying an intentional fuck you to all of us. And that's just it. This isn't just her holding a different political opinion than me. I know Republicans. I used to babysit one.
What? He called me a Democrat.
What makes this feel so ugly is that this is a public, intentional alignment with people who actively despise the very communities that have built her career, staged in a way that feels like a flex. And who you flexing on, boo? And don't get me wrong, generally I am of the mindset that you don't have to like me for me to like you. Just ask any heterosexual man I've met in the last 3 decades. The enjoyment of you, that's for me. It's completely selfish, and I'll do it if I please. However, I can't opt in to this behavior. Opt out at Gabe'sDailyBread.com. Are you subscribed, Gabe? There's also a money and isolation thing happening here. When you're that rich for that long, your circle gets real tiny. Nobody's checking you. Everyone depends on you. Every bad instinct you've historically gotten away with starts to grow in impact. You don't lose touch overnight. It happens slowly. And here's what I think is happening. Nicki has always needed to be separate. Not just the best, distinct. Early on, that was baked in. Female rapper, Bronx, hard, aggressive, cartoon voices. She was already existing outside the frame, and that tension gave her edge. Then she gets signed and realizes she can widen the gap even further, so she doesn't just rap. She goes pop, she goes bubblegum, she goes Caucasian. She collaborates with Madonna, the biracials Ariana Grande and Jessie J. Starships were always meant to fly. And now she's no longer fighting for space in traditional hip hop because she's decided she's above the room. The whole thing she was doing worked for a long time until women kept showing up anyway and being successful. Cardi, Meg, Doja, Latto, Ice Spice. That new SpongeBob song has cocaine in it. Crack cocaine. I don't really know what it's about. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy, pants okay? What are you saying? Nicki opened the door for these girls, but I guess that was an accident? You ever accidentally hold the door open for somebody? I haven't. Point is, Nicki has never known how to exist without being singular. So instead of welcoming women, she froze them out. Instead of collaboration, she chose humiliation. Ooh, wait a minute. Am I preaching? Because once everybody's standing on the same level, hierarchy disappears, and Nicki needs hierarchy. And my former community, the Barbs, don't just defend her, they train her. Every time she lashes out, she gets rewarded with loyalty, and it reinforces the behavior. Her brand doesn't survive if she's just one of many talented women. Now hip-hop is full of women. Pop is full of women. And the thing that once made her shocking is normal. This is also about cultural relevance. When the music doesn't shock anymore, the politics will. And aligning yourself with something loud and polarizing is an easy way to feel central again when the culture has moved on without you. Even if you're jumping on a bandwagon that's trending down in popularity. What you doing in 2028? You're not on a winning team. But she needed a new way to separate herself, and this is where the Republican thing really clicks into place. It gives her a new outside, a new enemy, a new way to say, I'm not like you bitches. She's been telling us this for years. Nicki's superpower has always been grievance. She's a master of turning critique into attack. And once you live there long enough, you stop seeing yourself as powerful and you start seeing yourself as persecuted. And that's how you justify anything. That's how you end up on a stage like that and feel righteous about it. Unfortunately, I don't think this Turning Point conference was some random detour. This feels like the end of a very consistent pattern. And, I'm excited to see what she does next. I'm wondering if Beyonce is going to delete the Flawless remix and any trace of her existence together. Yeah. I read somewhere yesterday that Roc Nation finally sent Nicki a cease and desist, allegedly, barring her from speaking about Jay-Z, Roc Nation, or Beyonce. I don't know if that was true. It was just a headline and I didn't click because that's what we do. And I have ADHD. All right. Love you.